For Wednesday, week 6 morning work, we're looking at using mental math to find the product. We know that the product is the answer to a multiplication problem. And we look here at 34 times 10, and I know that if I multiply a number by 10, I'm really going to multiply 34 times 1, which gives me 34. How many zeros are in that when we work with those powers of 10? We simply add a 0 on there, and the answer is 340. So we'll have a pattern with this one. There's 2 zeros in 100. 1 times 34 is 34. And we add those 2 zeros here. Put the comma after those first 3 places to mark the hundreds period. And then we look at 34 times 1,000. That's going to be 1 times 34 is 34, but then we have these 3 zeros. They're going to trail behind here, and then coming from what would be behind there's a decimal. We go over 3 places to mark a comma for that hundreds period. The next part is using the distributive property, 48 times 6. So I'm going to move over here for that and write 48 times 6. Then I'm going to separate that single digit, put it on the outside, 6 times parentheses 40 plus 8 and that, and then I'm going to take and put 6 times 40 and 6 times 8. That'll be in parentheses. So 6 times 40 plus 6 times 8. Close those parentheses. So 6 times 4 is my basic fact I can do mentally, and I know that is 24. And like we looked at up here, finding the product using mental math with bases of 10, it's got a 0 behind this now. So 240 plus, that's really bad, plus, sorry guys, 6 times 8 is 48. So we'd add these, and that's 240 plus 48, and we get 288. So 288 can go there. And then we'll use the bottom portion here to do our 53 times 8. We'll go ahead and say 8 times 50 plus 3. So then we take the 8 and distribute it into the parentheses. 8 times 50 in parentheses plus 8 times 3. 8 times 5 is our basic fact we can do mentally, so that is 40 with a 0 because we have that times 50, not just 5. We're going to add that to 8 times 3, which we know very well is 24. And without stacking, we're going to call that 424.